the camera before going live so that you guys wouldn't have like a foggy. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see. We're going to clean you off. Did that help? All right. Good morning, you guys. It's Saturday morning. We're going live. We're going to make some apple fritters this morning. So I'm really excited about it. Before, anytime I've ever made apple fritters, hey, Heather Hopper, I would just make pancake batter and throw some apples in it, cinnamon, and make some apple fritters. But I did find a recipe online that looks really interesting. So you guys, Mama is here. Good morning, Mama. Good morning. And Rusty is making his way through. He will be reading comments here in just a second. Poor guy, I had him running. We didn't realize we didn't have milk until this morning. He got up and got coffee and he said, we're out of milk and I need milk for this. So I'm going to back you guys up just a little bit so then that way we can get Rusty and Mama in the shot here. There we go. It's a little warm in here, so if I start sweating. Good morning, Rachel, Rusty, and Mama. Good morning, Evelyn Newman. Jovita Navarro, welcome, welcome. Good morning, you guys. I bet you are just basking in the sun right now, Jovita. Julie Highstand in the house. Hi, beautiful lady with longer hair. Looks good. Oh, it's growing so fast. Look, I can actually put a ponytail in it. I mean, you know, teeny tiny, but it's the small victories. Heartland HQ with Think and Take. Hi, Tamara. Good morning, you guys. Welcome to the madness. So you go to, are you on my channel? On our channel? Okay, so then content, and then up here, you're gonna go to live.
Sorry, guys.
Every week. Okay, you're in ours. You are.
Come on, shuttle. Put a bit.
Let's go to live.
Put a bit.
Why can't I get to lives on yours? Okay. Dashboard. Oh, you're in studio, baby. I need you to be.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit studio.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We're getting there. Let's see.
Technologically disadvantaged this morning.
Here we are.
All right.
That says 2 weeks ago. What is that talking about? Let's go here. Let's go here. And there we go.
All right.
I'm going to turn this down because I am already sweating. I know it's going to get real hot.
You were cold last night.
I was so cold last night, but I'll let you get caught up.
Heather Hopper's in the house. Heather, she says bobtails, not ponytails.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I'm excited.
They're alone, and I'm not going to attempt the last word name, but good morning from Bixby, Oklahoma.
Oh, Bixby, you're right. You're our neighbor almost.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. in the house.
Welcome.
Your hair is getting so long, Rachel.
Yes, it is. It's growing out so fast.
Rhonda Dotson is in the house. And good morning, Rachel, Rusty, and Mama.
Morning.
All right, I'm caught up there, I think. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Everybody saying hello.
Do you know what happened to my apple core slicer? Oh, I did it.
It was attached to the top of the shelf.
For a long time it was.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna break it out, huh?
Yes. Yes. So, I really don't need this because it's only 2 apples that I'm going to core and slice and all, but it's fun to use and I kind of wanted to use it on a video, so.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I've used it before on a video, but we'll use it live this morning. So.
And just FYI, I figured out how to get all the messages now.
Oh, you
It
did?
showed up on my phone.
Nice.
It wasn't there last time, but it is now.
Yeah. Frank is saying hi. He's over there just going crazy.
We have 19 people in here. 12.
Welcome, you guys.
12 thumbs up. That's awesome, you guys.
Yes. So, if you don't know what this little contraption is, this one is actually from Pampered Chef, but there's several on the market. So this will attach to my table using this little thing here. And that should hold it. It doesn't, the only thing that, my only complaint is it doesn't hold it this way. It'll still scooch this way. But you put your apple here, and then you flip this little guy up. I think he's already flipped up. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you flip this little guy up.
That needs to be tightened.
Yep. I'm gonna tighten it real quick with my fingers. Well, hopefully it'll hold. Okay. And so it peels, slices, and cores all at the same time. So we're gonna try this. If I can get it to. Yeah, probably your fingers. You can tighten it. Be careful with that. That's
Yeah,
sharp.
I'm just trying to. There we go.
I like your glasses.
Thanks.
You're wearing my glasses.
The ones I got in here, I can't see the screen with, so I had to get yours.
I did not put my contacts in this morning so that I could see close. All right, so let's talk about ingredients
Tamara
first.
says, hey, that's a handy tool. Byron Washington is in the
Can you
house.
guys see this? Let's see. I'm gonna bring you guys down a little bit. Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Welcome. So this table is perfect because it has this little lip.
Yeah.
And this will just go tightened on. I'm going to tighten it as much as I can. Kind of try to help it from
There you
going
go.
this way. All right. Okay.
Vicky Hyde is in the house. Says, hello, my friend.
Rusty is fighting a cold again. You guys say a prayer for him. He just can't get away from it. He starts to feel better and then back at it again. All right, so let's talk about ingredients. I started to say that a while ago. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar. I write stuff on my table. It's really cool. That's why I don't want to change this. I dry erase. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/3 cup of milk, 2 eggs, 3 tablespoons of applesauce. The only applesauce I have has cinnamon in it, which will be fine. And 2 apples, and then we'll make a glaze with powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla. So I will post the recipe down in the description below.
Tamara said she's praying. Vicky says, did you guys get any snow? We did here in Indy.
Ooh, no, we have not had any snow. We actually haven't even had real frost yet. Our garden is still green. We've had some frost, but not enough. This doesn't look like it's positioned.
I may have, well, go ahead and screw some over here. Push it more.
Well, I want it to peel all the way.
Yeah,
So.
oh, I think that's pretty close.
All right. All right, so here we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so satisfying.
Simple Growers in the house. Sheila Tubbs is in the house.
I had a couple of little bruises on this apple. So, look at this. Yeah, Frank's like, we're gonna just slide that right off the core, and it's cored out, and it's sliced. Doo-doo.
Trish Keene is in the house. She says, oh no, I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, never late.
Never late.
All right, so I'm just gonna take that off. I'm gonna take the little pieces off that have the core. We can give this to the chickens and they will be super excited this morning.
The check-ins.
Chickens? Let me get a little bowl I can stick that.
Obita says, Trish, never late and always welcome.
Always, always. Amen
Yes.
to that. All right. I always take the little.
Treasure Hunter Neal is in the house. Says, good morning, Rusty, Rachel, Mama, Des, Perez, and Frank.
Good morning.
Wanda Henry's in the house.
So here we go. That's a cool thing. Yes, it definitely comes in handy when you're doing apple butter or
Yes.
something where you're peeling a lot of apples. Yes.
The beets going.
Yes, each individual one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to kind of clean them out a little bit, but you can do that as you slice it. So.
Vicky Hyde is in the house. Says good morning, Mama and Desi.
Morning.
All right, so this is going to, all we're going to do on this is we'll slice that up.
Slice it.
And then we're going to get all of this out of the way. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We try to go live on Saturday mornings and cook live the Lefty Loosey, Rachel.
Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Yeah. The whole point in that is you guys can ask questions, hang out with us, you know, as we're trying to get stuff done.
Yes, Tamara says scrapple jelly with apple peels.
Oh, yes. That's a really great idea. I don't know that I have enough. I mean, 2 little apples. But that's a great idea.
Troy Sutton is in the house. Says,
Hi,
hey
Troy.
there, y'all.
Welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and chop those up just a little bit. So the cool thing is now, just kind of, they're a little bit thin, but you don't want real thick pieces of apple in your fritters, or I don't, because I want them to cook.
Colvita shared the link. It says join us on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. for Cooking with Rachel.
Yes, it's so exciting. We do love to have people in our kitchen. We're fixing to have a whole lot of people in our kitchen because it's Thanksgiving and we've got family coming in, and that is always the best. But hanging out with you guys on Saturday mornings is the highlight of our week.
Yes. Vicky says, I thought of Mama the other day when I took a plant to my niece.
Aww. Mom and her plants. We have been putting, we have a heater out in the greenhouse for the nights, but during the days it's still getting up into the 50s. I think today's supposed to be in the 60s and then tomorrow in the 70s. So we're still getting really warm days, but the nights, they're questionable. We're hitting that 34, you know, 30, kind of getting close, flirting with that freezing. Yeah, so better to be safe than sorry. Yes. Where did my... Or as Allie says, not Allie, Addie. Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start the oil heating because we are going to deep fry these because they're fritters, right? Fritters need to be deep fried.
You should
Gotta
put
be
your
fried.
adelantado on.
What, Mama?
You should put your apron on so you can get.
I'm going to put my apron on so I don't get grease because Mama told me to. But check out my shirt. It says, what does it say?
Oh my gosh, Becky, look at her tree.
Rusty got me this shirt. I thought it was really cool.
Karen
It's
says,
Christmas time, you guys.
yes, we had 4 inches of snow at my house last Thursday. Gone now, but for about 42 degrees.
Goodness.
Trish says, I'm coming to your house. It was 28 this morning.
Oh. Yeah, come on.
Oh, we just says, oh
I
Lord,
put them
yes.
in the pocket so they would be dry.
Oh, well, thank you. Mama, she looks out for me. All right.
Jovita says,
Awesome.
Lord, yes, fry everything. And Tamara says, love the shirt.
Thanks. And my awesome apron from Miss Julie. Hi, Stan made me this apron, and I use it like crazy. All right, let me turn you guys a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. I didn't warn you guys, sorry. All right, so I have my cast iron skillet. I'm gonna put enough oil in there. It's quite a bit because we're kind of deep frying this. This is a 12-inch cast iron skillet. It's pretty deep. It also came from Pampered Chef. It's one of my favorites. All
Mrs.
right,
Job
we're gonna
Jr.
use that whole
Mrs. Job
thing.
says, such a cheery apron.
Such a cheery apron.
Evelyn
And it
says,
has
love the shirt.
pockets. Tons of pockets.
Tamara loves the apron. Ardeen Hansen is in the house. Good morning from beautiful Olalla, Washington. I am so glad to see you all looking happy. Carolyn Land says good morning from Georgia.
Oh, I'm throwing things on the floor.
What's that mean? A spoon on the floor.
It means a hungry woman is coming over. Alicia.
What's that? Allie's coming over.
Alicia, if you're watching. Abuelita just got you. Yeah, hungry woman.
That make her laugh.
Yes. If you drop a fork, that means a boy's coming to see you. If you spill sugar, it means lots of kisses. So when I was a teenager, I dropped lots of forks and spilled lots of sugar. Apparently it has to be on accident or it doesn't work. Whatever.
Vicky Hyde says, I'll be there.
Come on over.
Preheat shared the link. Check out Rachel's Holiday Goodies playlist, y'all.
Thank you. Yes, and I was really hoping to have a new playlist this year, but time has been a real issue. So 1.5 cups of flour. I know that seemed way around the... I didn't know if I was going to need more flour than I had in this bag, so...
Wait a second, it must have worked, Rachel.
It must have worked. Yeah. A boy came over and gave me lots of kisses, and so here we are, right?
Here we are.
But not as a teenager. We met
Nope.
way later in life. Baking powder. Let's see. So what's everybody cooking for Thanksgiving? We have had, so Donna, Rusty's mom, is making, she's making the turkey and stuffing. And then my mom is making the ham. She makes a ham, yam, pineapple ham. And I do want to shoot a video on that because it's a tradition in our family and it's so good. I think Rusty and I are going to make some tamales. And then, yeah, and then we'll have all the sides and the goodness.
Yes, Ardeen Hansen says, no captioning available. I'm deaf, so I hope you have a wonderful morning.
I don't know why it doesn't automatically go to captioning. I'm so sorry about that. I wish it automatically went to captioning, and I tried it the other day, and I had to actually get into the desktop version, which I don't have a computer, so I had to get on my phone, go to the desktop version, and manually turn on the captioning. So I don't know why it does that.
Evelyn says, I put out my second actual video last night for Wild Game November. I made African oryx round steaks.
Ooh,
That sounds
nice.
good. Monica is in the house. Says, good morning, everyone.
Okay, I've done a 1/4 cup of sugar in that 1.5 cups of flour. You can sift this if you want to. I'm not going to. 1/4 cup of sugar and then 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Mrs. Job says, smoking tri-tip, slow cooker, cream corn, mashed taters, and some that others are bringing.
That sounds amazing. I love when people kind of go, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing for Thanksgiving. You know, yes, we need to have a turkey. And it's funny, Donna said, I'll bring the turkey and stuffing. And then she called me a couple of days later and she was like, I didn't even ask if that's what you wanted. I can bring anything. We don't have to have turkey. And that's what I love about Donna, too. She's not like, it's Thanksgiving, we have to have turkey. She's like, hey, whatever we need to do, we're going to do it. We're going to go with the flow. So
Yes.
if you guys have had the opportunity to see Donna on some of our videos, she is so hilarious. It's where Rusty gets his humor from. She's just so
I'm
funny.
just so dry.
Yeah, okay. You just never know what they're gonna say.
Tamara says, I watched it, Evelyn.
That is awesome.
This sounds delicious, Mrs. Job. Evelyn says, Tamara, yes, ma'am. You were first.
Everybody needs to go check out that video, and we are also gonna go check out that video, Evelyn, because that sounds amazing. Amazing.
Byron says, what are your next projects?
Next projects. So I have a couple of we have a couple of videos that I need to put together. You guys, it's all on me. I have not been it's just been a crazy year. But I've got some videos that are coming out for Robertson's Belly Acres, but we do have big things coming pretty quickly on Mama's house. And so I think we're going to do a whole series as we're getting that done. We're hoping to have her house done within the next month or two. So it's going to be fast and furious. If you guys were following along when we were redoing this house, which we're not done with this house, but when we were getting the house ready to move into, those videos were coming very fast and furious. We're hoping that that's what this series is going to be like, and we're hoping to take you guys along for all of it. The shopping, we got the list together, but going shopping and getting everything, and then we're hoping to have a series of Mama decorating, like her choosing what she wants in there. We'll do the painting and all of that stuff will be coming too. So it's going to be winter. We're not going to have a whole lot of homesteading stuff going on, but we will have hopefully an entire series for the next 2 or 3 months of just banging it out and getting Mama's house done. Now that we're all kind of settled and moving forward and kind of, I want to say normal. That's the plan, you guys. That's the plan.
Joyce Bashaw is in the house.
Hi, Joyce.
Homie, this is how long do you defrost a turkey?
So it just depends on the weight of the turkey. You should defrost it in your refrigerator. That's the safest way. 12-pound turkey, you probably need about 12 to 15 pounds. You probably need about 3 days of defrosting. The smaller you go, the less time. The bigger you go, the more time. So we usually set up. Well, I haven't made a turkey in 3 years.
Yeah.
Rusty's mom is always like, "I'll make the turkey." So, so about 3 days for an average sized turkey.
Yeah.
If it's completely solidly frozen.
Sheila Tubb says, I'm making smoked ham, dressing and stuffing, double layer pumpkin cheesecake, and going to my son's house.
What? What did you say?
Evelyn says, we're driving to Las Cruces to meet up with Val from Southwest Living with Val, and we'll have dinner at Golden Corral.
Nice, that'll be fun.
Trish says she'll probably have a sandwich of some sort. My son will be out of town for work.
Aww.
Vicky says, love last Christmas video when Rachel got Rusty. No peeking, Rusty. Wasn't that crazy?
I just
You
thought
never
that
see
was so good.
you never see Rusty in a book. It's usually Sally or Sam or. Jovita says, Trish, I'll have baked chicken by myself because my cousin David is working 2 to 10 that day. I work 6 to 2 that day.
Goodness. Our oldest son, I think, is working that day. He's a jailer, so he will be working. But I think,
Your fork's over.
oh, yes. I put him over there, and then I still always forget that they're over there. I think that he will, that our youngest son and our oldest daughter will be here. So.
Yeah. Evelyn says, Jovita, I hate
Your brother.
for anyone to spend the holidays alone. Luckily, I paid early so I could pull it off. There you go.
2 of my brothers are going to be here. We're really excited about that. Usually my brother Jimmy, he's here usually. He usually spends Thanksgiving with us. But he and my brother Joe are coming this year. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be great to have 2 of my brothers here. It's going to get pretty wild and crazy. Let me catch you guys up. 1.5 cups of flour. I did 1/4 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/3 cup of milk, 2 eggs that I beat before I put it in there. And now I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of, it says 3 tablespoons of applesauce. I'm just going to put this whole thing in there.
Yeah, that's 3.
Also, this applesauce has cinnamon. But listen, we're not gonna measure out.
Tamara says, having non-traditional Thanksgiving, making beer rocks, which is becoming more of a tradition for us. I'm hardening the turkey again this year.
Yum, I love beer rocks. And we've got a video out on the way we make beer rocks. But, you know.
Denise McDonald is in the house.
And there's other names for beer rocks I've realized. Like, I think it's regional. But, ooh, yeah. Man, this smells good already.
Monica says, do you have a video out on how to make tamales?
We have a couple of videos. We have one on our Robertson's Belly Acres channel that was, it's kind of the long version of it. It's on the playlist called In the Kitchen. That was before we made this channel. And then we also have another one that, on this channel, but it was just all in kind of fast forward and we just kind of voiced over. But I think this year we're going to make some tamales on a smaller level and try to do a video again and maybe make it more instructional than just us, you know, doing this kind of stuff. All right, my oil is getting hot.
Jovita says, Trish says, Jovita, we can celebrate together in spirit. Jovita says, okay, gotcha, Rachel. 3 days. My cousin was gifted a turkey and I want to eventually cook it. Laugh out loud.
Yes, you definitely want, the safest way is to put that turkey in the refrigerator. You shouldn't try to fast defrost a turkey just because, you know, there's always issues with salmonella and things. I know sometimes I put a chicken in cold water and defrost it throughout the day, but with the turkey, it's so big, it's going to take longer than the day.
Ray and Rita Metcalf are in the
Hi,
house.
Ray and Rita.
Says, apple fritters, are you kidding? One of my favorites from my childhood. We are so happy sharing our morning with you.
Yay, I'm so glad you guys are here. Look at this. So here's the consistency. This is actually a little bit thicker than I usually have it. Mine's a little more pancake battery, which, I mean, this is pretty close. So, it smells amazing. It smells like apple fritters.
Tamara says, our youngest son's first son is due this week, so they won't be with us. Oldest son and family will be there.
Oh, well,
Congratulations
on grandbaby.
Grandbaby.
Yes, grandbabies are the best, you guys. I love that grandbabies can do something to your children that you would think, oh my gosh, I'd lose it if I were, you know, but it's so funny because they're going, can you believe that she actually, or he actually, and you're like, yes, I can. Ask me how I can believe that.
Neil said, I would also like to make tamales.
Yes, Neil. So maybe we can do something a little more instructional, you know, cutting out all of the extra, and just kind of do maybe an instructional video. I think that'd be great. We haven't done any instructional videos on this channel. But that would be great, maybe a how-to.
Yes, Tamara says her daughter is having her Thanksgiving in Texas. Jovita shared the links. Just check out Rachel's tamale recipe video.
Thank you so much, Jovita. So here's what it looks like once it's all mixed in. All right, so I am going to move you guys. Let me grab a...
Evelyn says Colton has to work until noon at his second job. He would probably sleep all the way to Las Cruces. Laugh out loud.
Oh, right. I understand that.
Vicky said she's going to her brother and sister-in-law's.
I'm going to use this small one so that we can kind of control how they fall in a little bit better.
Yeah. Julie Highstand is in the house.
Actually, before we start frying this, I think I'm going to go ahead and make the glaze and set it aside so then that way as they're coming off, well, they'll have to cool a little bit before I glaze them.
Yeah.
Ignore me. Okay.
Julie said, I guess I'm just going to listen right now because it's too hard and not safe to drive and watch.
Oh!
I'm going to go back and watch the entire thing because I really wanted to learn the fritter.
Yes, apple fritters. Let me grab another, let me grab something.
Ray says, hey, your mixing bowl matches your t-shirt, Rachel.
Isn't that cool? It
Country boy
does.
and his paint buffer, David, is in the house. Says, good morning, y'all. Checking in before I start in. I'm finishing my railroad switching lantern restoration. That's awesome.
Nice. So, who is already decorating for Christmas? I'm so excited to decorate for Christmas. But Rusty makes us wait until after Thanksgiving. So.
Yes, anybody that decorates before Thanksgiving should have a rock thrown at them.
No, that's not even true. Because when we first got together, of course our kids were little.
Yeah.
He was as excited as I was. Now he's kind of like, meh. Okay, if you get motion sickness easily and you are new to our channel, I move you guys around a lot during our lives. So what I like to do is try to tell you, hey, close your eyes if you get motion sickness, because I'm fixing to move you guys. I'll let you
Jovita
know
shared your video on the beer rocks.
Awesome, thank you, Jovita. Okay, ready? Close your eyes. We're gonna move over to the oil. Oil, Hammond,
It's so
oil.
nice to see you guys and Mama.
All right, here we go. Here we go. I've got this ready to be able to put the fritters on there when I get done.
Vicky says, I have 5 grandchildren and another one on the way. That is awesome.
That is awesome. Look, I've got this
Jovita
metal.
says, Rachel, what are you doing now?
All right, so here's what I'm doing. I've got, you can tell that this oil is hot. See how it looks like water, right? Fluidy, it's not thick at all. So it's plenty warm. I'm going to use this little, oh, look at that. So that I can kind of make clumps of it. And then I can kind of make it as big as I want to. I'm using the smaller one because if I use that bigger one and I just put one clump, ooh, I spilled that. Did you guys see that?
Nope.
Then you end up with just a big clump of dough, and I don't want to do that. All right, looks like my oil is plenty hot. So I'm going to, we're trying this first one out, okay?
Evelyn says, Jovita, I saw where HEB now sells pre-made masa. I'm so jealous.
Yes, you can get pre-made masa at Walmart too. The only thing I don't like about pre-made masa is that you can't put your own, you know, flavor in it. Like I like to put the broth of the whatever I'm making, chicken or pork. I like to put that in. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Using the smaller one is kind of giving me pull apart vibes, right? Like the little pull aparts. So I may go ahead and grab the bigger one.
Vicky says, okay, I'm coming over. That's looking good.
It's looking amazing.
Jovita says, yes, ma'am, Evelyn. They also have fresh tortillas and tamales available. I'm actually in the parking lot right now using the Wi-Fi. I'm going to buy some pies for our Thanksgiving at work.
Yes. All right, so here's the test. I think my oil was too hot. And this is why I like to go live so that you guys can see everything and you can see how we test it out. So I'm going to cut that open. I knew my oil was too hot, but see, look how the outside is done and the inside is not. Do you see that oozing out? So we need to let our oil cool down just a little bit. And then we're going to try again.
Tamara says, laugh out loud, Rusty, this year is the first year I didn't set up before October 31st. For real.
I mean, most of it got done. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Sorry. But there is still oozing in the middle. And you don't want it to get too...
Jovita says, that oil is scary hot.
Yes, it's way too hot. I'm going to stick that in there.
Troy says, I still have my tree up from last year, so I won't have to do it this year.
Nice.
Jovita says, Troy, my cousin David does the same thing. He even leaves the lights on the house.
We don't have enough room to leave our tree up.
Vicky says, does Mama have a favorite food for Thanksgiving?
What is your favorite food, Mama, for Thanksgiving? What's your favorite of everything that we have?
I don't know. I like everything.
Yeah, she said, I don't know. I like it all. Me too. I know that Mom and Dad started making that ham yam pineapple casserole years ago when I was a kid.
Yeah. That's really my favorite.
You love the ham?
Yes. With the dressing on top and oh my God.
With the dressing on top. Okay. I was going to turn y'all so y'all could see mine.
Ray says, do you know why the turkey wouldn't cross the road with the chicken today?
Uh-oh. No.
He wanted to wait until Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Ah, a corny joke, he says. Monica says, Rachel, now that your hair is growing back, is there any difference, good or bad, improvements in my 50s? Just wondering, curious.
So the one thing that I have noticed is my hair is coming back thicker. I've always had very, very thick hair. Even not just like a lot of hair, like my strands are very, very thick. And I've always had that. But I started to lose my hair, like kind of thinning in the front. And after, well, so I was buzzing my head every 2 weeks when Michelle was going through her treatments. And then that last one, I had Rusty shave my head, like use his shaver and shave my head. And now that it's growing back fuller, thicker. I don't know if I just had so much product in my hair. I've also not dyed my hair since it's been growing back, 'cause I kind of have this mindset of it's growing back healthy. I'm not using shampoo on my hair. I'm using bar soap, just literally Dove bar soap to wash my hair, because I feel like the shampoo and stuff that's out there is what was causing the hair loss, clogging pores. These are all just my own personal thoughts that are going on in my head. But I'm telling you, it's growing back so much thicker than what it was. So,
Kim
which is saying a
Campbell
lot.
was in the house. Tobita says, I accidentally bought the spicy tamales. And man, this watered down Mexican's tongue was on fire. It took lots of ketchup to cool it down.
Woo, I bet. Yeah. I want to make some spicy ones. So my niece, Cambrian, she embraced this, 2 years ago? Started making tamales.
A year ago.
Is it been a year?
Yeah.
So she called and said, I really want to know how to make tamales. She said, I'm watching your video. She called to get some more pointers. We walked through it. She started making them. She is selling them. She lives in Kansas and she sells them. Now listen, this kid she's 25, and her and her husband are making them and selling them. And she has embraced the spicier ones because people have asked for spicier ones. So she's now incorporating different kinds of peppers, like chile de árbol and things like that, the different peppers that are a little bit spicier. So that is really exciting. All right, so see, this has cooled down. The grease has cooled down. You can tell, see how it's getting watery on top? That's your apples that are actually, I don't like that.
Tamara says, making me hungry. It looks thicker.
Yes.
Evelyn says, I have most of my outside decorations up, but it's not much. I gave all but one tote away before we moved to the mountains, so I'm slowly adding new decor as I can afford it.
I can totally understand that. When we sold our old farm, the farm that we were at when we first started YouTube, you know, that was this massive 3,000 square foot farm, and we had so many decorations for Halloween and Christmas, and we sold it all when we left there because we were downsizing. And man, sometimes I'm like, man, I really wish we had this or we had that. I switched over to the bigger scoop because the other little scoop, it wasn't doing what I was thinking it was going to do. It was kind of giving it like pull apart vibes. So more like a pull
Vicky says,
apart.
I have my tree up and gifts under the tree.
Nice.
She's on it.
You are on it. I have not bought one gift. Oh, I can't say that. I've bought the 2 gifts for our Dirty Santa. As the kids are getting older, we have started doing different things with the older kids because they all, you know, well, not all, but 2 of them have children, and it does get hard for them to be able to buy and for their kids and then everybody else. So we're doing Dirty Santa this year. So I've bought 2 gifts for that. But other than that, I haven't gone shopping for the grandbabies or anything. Okay, I'm way too low now.
Kath Walden says, hooray, I finally made it to a live with you.
Yay,
Been missing you
Kat.
guys. Snow day here in Alberta, Canada.
Ooh, snow day.
Kath is in the house.
All right.
Trish says, I don't know where our decorations are since we moved. My daughter-in-law doesn't let me help anyway. She always wants to do it herself.
Aww. You can come help us. We're not gonna do much. We're just gonna put
Mr.
up a
and Mrs.
Christmas
Walter
tree.
Job Jr. says, I prefer my tamales smothered in butter.
Butter. I have never heard that. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Jovita says, I will definitely try that, Miss Joe. I just eat mine with ketchup.
With ketchup.
Ketchup.
I don't know about the ketchup, Jovita.
And Jovita says,
I'm like, I'm trying to think of something to say. But hey, you know, I bet they're good. Hmm.
Jovita says, let her, Trish. Just sit back and relax. That's right. Evelyn says, Jovita, girl, you would be on fire here. They think our face isn't burning off. It's not hot enough.
I have spilled grease right here, so I'm gonna have to be super careful.
Mmm.
Yeah, good.
That's without the glaze yet, guys.
Oh, Monica says, oh my God, that is amazing, Rachel. Not saying your hair was not beautiful before, but it looks extravagant. Now I see a difference.
Thank
It
you.
looks awesome. I agree, hair products ruin hair.
They, you know, I've fought with hair products my whole life. I've fought with any kind of cosmetic products. I'm one of those people that I'm allergic to everything. I can't use scented body wash, anything like that. It breaks me out. So I have always had to be careful with shampoos anyway. But now that I've started my hair over, it's like I'm kind of on this quest to just keep it as healthy as possible. So I've got natural highlights. That's not good.
Michele from Johnston Hills is in the house.
Michelle, glad you are here.
Jovita says, good Lord, Evelyn, that would require lots of ketchup. Cass said, it's our first heavy snowfall of the year, and I am watching people who suffer from snow amnesia on the roads. They totally
What?
forget every year how to drive.
Oh, I was like, what? Yeah. Ooh.
Karen
driving in the
Gwinnett
snow.
is in the hose.
All right, we're gonna do one more here.
Fritters look good. Monica says butter does make a better difference. Huh.
We are gonna definitely try that because you know what? Like I like lots of butter in my brown beans, like a bowl of beans. I love to just put a whole bunch of butter in it.
Jovita says, I'm sorry, Rachel. I still represent my brownness. Not putting ketchup on a tamale.
Yeah, tamale. That's like putting ketchup on a porterhouse steak.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're not supposed to put ketchup. I can't say not supposed to, but it's just
You shouldn't.
no,
Shouldn't
you can't.
ruin the flavor, Jovita. Come on.
You just haven't had a good tamale yet.
I'm
Okay.
browner than you are.
I'm gonna let those cook. And Elaine Buchka, hello.
Elaine Buchka's in the house. I'm really late, but I love apple fritters, she says.
There's Mama. There's Rusty. Okay, I am going to go ahead and start making this glaze that's supposed to.
Mrs. Job says, looks delicious, got to go. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Trish says, okay, Rachel, I'm on my way. I love apple fritters and they look delicious.
Oh man, I'll have to show you guys here in just a second.
Elaine says, Jovita, it's weird, but salt helps me. I make sure the salt shaker is full before I sit down at the table.
Rusty, he has a habit of putting salt on everything before he tastes
Pepper.
it.
Pepper's my big thing.
Yes, pepper. And I'm like, taste it first. Because a lot of times, I make things way too salty. Mom
She
says
thinks
it's
they're too salty. but-
Mom says it's because you're happy. So if you've oversalted your food,
Cass says, I'm the same way, Rachel. I can't use any shampoos with sulfate or fragrances. I don't use any scented products.
yeah. I mean, I can use like perfume, even lotions. I can't use. It has to be certain lotions. Like I can't use any of the girly stuff.
Monica says, I
It
heard
makes me so
vinegar and baking soda is good for hair.
Yes, I did that for a while. I did vinegar rinses and things like that before, but I think everything was already so clogged up that it wasn't going to help it. I think now that I've kind of started it over, gave my scalp time to, clear up. I think that's been great.
Kath Walden says, apple cider vinegar hair rinse. No, your hair does not smell like apple cider vinegar, but it makes your hair shiny.
Yes. so I did use vinegar rinses for a while.
Yep. Karen Cornett says apple cider vinegar diluted in water. I never tried soda in the hair rinse.
All right, we're gonna do a quarter cup. So yes, but I think my hair was already so far gone. Like it wasn't even my hair, guys. It was my scalp, and I didn't know how to fix it other than. I didn't know how to fix it. So once that drastic step was taken, man, I would do it again. Honestly, Michelle and I have talked about it was so much easier when our hair was so short. We didn't have to put any product in it. It was just easier. Sometimes I'm like,
Jovita says, I would never put ketchup on a steak, I promise y'all. A1, that's it.
Oh.
I don't even use A1. If we use anything, it's butter.
Yeah, I like to do like herb butter, make some herb butter, or even just melted butter and dump that on a steak. That is really
Elaine
good.
says, hello, Mama and Rusty and Rachel.
Morning.
Cass says, hey, y'all, great to see familiar names.
Oh my goodness, I can't get this to.
Cass says, I would think that baking soda in your hair would not be a good idea.
I don't know. I've not tried it.
Jovita says, Rachel said it, not me, y'all. Laugh out loud.
What did I say?
Mucho sal about putting ketchup on a steak.
I said it, not Jovita. Jovita, she's Texan. She knows better than that.
Julie says, I pulled over tamales after I have done the process with the dried peppers and then blending them. I saved 1 cup of that mixture and put it in the masa.
Yes.
It is excellent that way.
Yes, you want to flavor your masa. I'm just making a simple glaze, so that's just powdered sugar, milk, and vanilla.
Cass says, okay, question of the day.
Okay.
What is one thing that you feel is sacrilegious to put ketchup on?
Tamales.
Tamales.
We love you, Jovita.
And we don't put ketchup on steak either.
Yeah, steak or prime rib. Honestly, we don't use a whole lot of ketchup.
No, Jovita says, Cat, for me, it would be eggs.
I guess growing up, we used eggs on ketchup. Ketchup on eggs, yeah. But yeah. Okay, so this has got the good vanilla in it, so that's why it's a little bit darker. But check out this glaze.
Karen Cornett says, real tamales made right are the best. Nothing like store-bought can type. You are correct.
All right.
Evelyn says, for her, it's fish. Cass says, I used to put ketchup on hot dogs, and now I can't stand it. Gotta be mustard. Elaine says, is Mama feeling okay?
Yes.
She's just watching, and she's like this crazy lady.
Michelle says, so much easier for the hair.
Yes, Michelle. We talked about it. It's like, we just got up and went. Like,
Sheila says she doesn't put ketchup on French fries.
oh,
I don't
really?
either.
You don't like ketchup on French fries?
No, I like mayonnaise on them.
All right, so look at this.
Monica says, I love homemade anything. Food from the store. And she put the little green sticky face.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You know what I like to make to put on tamales sometimes?
What?
I fry onions and then put tomato sauce and let it cook all together. And then I put it on for the tamales.
Ooh, that sounds good. Like
Yeah.
no hot pepper, nothing, just
No, just
onions and
yeah, just onion. Fry onions a little bit, and then you put your tomato sauce on it
Ooh.
and let it cook real good, and then just put it on top of your tamales.
All right, you heard it here. So, see, Jovita, you can try like a fancier ketchup.
Michelle says, a good steak doesn't require any sauce. Homer has spoiled me. We can't go out to restaurants anymore.
Right. We still need to go try that one place.
Clicks.
Yes, Michelle, we need to make a road trip.
Jovita says, my hair is very short. I cut it twice a month and can't remember the last time I actually brushed it.
Right. Yes, my hair was tangled the other day. I used a comb And I'm like, this is so weird. All right, so before I put glaze on these are cooled off already-ish. So I'm going to get these and open them up for you guys to see.
Cass says, what, Sheila?
They're
What do you
thick.
put on French fries? In the Netherlands, I know they use mayonnaise.
I like French fries with mayonnaise. I love the
with black pepper in it.
black pepper
Yes.
and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
That sounds good. We like ketchup with black pepper
Black
and
pepper
salt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jovita says, shots fired, y'all.
All right, here you go. Look at that. It does look like it's just a little bit soft still right there. I think that's just around that apple, but they're very thick.
Yes.
I've never made them like this. I saw this and I thought, well, I'm gonna try it. They're very thick compared to like using the pancake batter, but man, they taste good. They taste amazing. So I'm just gonna use, now the video I saw online, they took these and they dipped them in these. I don't think I want that much glaze on them. I think I want to just, I did put something underneath this to catch all
Jovita
of
says,
that.
yay, Mama understands the ketchup struggle on tamales. Thank you, Mama. Carolyn Land says, those apple fritters look so good. I have issues with eczema, so scented products are a no-no for me. I pray you all have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yes.
Michelle says, I'm game for the road trip.
Yes, we need to go.
Vicky says, my sister's son used to put ketchup on everything, even on mac and cheese.
Yeah. We had friends that her kids would put, what is it called? Ranch dressing on everything, including spaghetti.
Yeah, that's
And they make a thing called cranch now, which is
ketchup and ranch.
ketchup and ranch mix, and you can actually buy it at the stores. I have never tried it.
Cass says, I've been on a guacamole kick on scrambled eggs lately.
Oh yes, avocado toast is my go-to most amazing breakfast, and I like to use guac on those.
Yes.
All right.
Jovita says, I want some. Evelyn says, looks yummy. Julie said, hi, Stan says, ketchup is for French fries. Jovita says, Kath, try guac on burgers.
The California burgers. There's a California club at Red Robin.
Red Robin.
Yum. So, and that is yum. So, and that is so good. I like it. I like the avocado.
Sheila says, I can't have ketchup, so I use mustard. It is good. Vicky
I'll see
says,
the cat in the...
where are our plates?
Right. Come on over.
Cass says, that looks good. I've been sugar and grain free for a while, but those are so tempting.
Oh, man. Yeah. Sugar. Well, kind of sugar. We're not sugar free. I'm not even going to pretend.
Tamara says, looks amazing. Have you ever tried cherry fritters? Oh, I'm addicted to them.
Oh. No, but we are going to. They are really warm. They are very thick. The apples,
These are good.
you know, do you like it?
Yeah.
When I was doing the research on apple fritters, because I was going to do it the way I make apple fritters, and then I was like, oh, I kind of want to expand it because, like I said, usually I just make pancake batter and throw some apples in and fry them. So I was doing research on them, and somebody cooked the apples before and then put them in. I feel like that would make them too mushy, and that's what Rusty was saying.
I like to have that little bit of crispness in the apples.
These are so good.
Trish says, I love guacamole. Now I want some. Elaine says, Heartland, I bet they're good. Karen says, those fritters are making my tummy growl.
Oh, no. They're really easy to make. You guys saw this, let's see, usually our lives run an hour and a half trying to do stuff, and this is talking and answering and everything, and it was less than an hour.
Yep. Tamara says,
Very
they are
good.
delicious, Elaine. Cass says, okay, here's another controversial question. Here we go. What do you think of Chicago-style spaghetti? I think it's from Chicago, but they use ketchup in it.
I've never heard of that. I guess you can't knock it till you try it. But I don't know. What do you think, Rusty?
I just don't think I could do that.
You don't think you could do it at all?
No.
Of course, Rusty couldn't even do the green ketchup when they had green
No,
ketchup.
when they had the green and purple ketchup,
Yeah.
I couldn't even try it because ketchup's red.
I mean, you guys can have your own, but I just keep.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we have to share this one.
We gotta share
Tamara
this.
says, awesome, Rachel. Trish Keene says, that's mine, Rusty. No, it's not.
You want to bet?
Yeah. Tell that story.
Oh. Let's see.
All right.
Tamara says, I spy your fur baby out the window. Yeah, one of the kitties. Evelyn says, Kath, I haven't heard about Chicago style spaghetti. Vicky says, get the table ready. Rusty, we're on our way. Come on, Vicky.
Come on.
Heather says, ketchup on meatloaf. I like ketchup on meatloaf.
You guys gotta see this. This is the cutest thing. Hold on, I'm gonna turn you guys.
Jovita says, are you sure it's not Mexican spaghetti and we had no spaghetti sauce and we improvised with ketchup?
So look at Shadow in his little shirt. So I'm going to have Mom tell you what that shirt is. So I'm turning y'all back around. So how'd you come about that little shirt?
Oh, I went and bought some preemie sleepers for babies, and then my daughter cut them out and made it for my daughter Sandy. She made shirts for him because it was cold, and I said it's cold for the dog to go out. And so we went to Walmart and bought the deals, and she went ahead and cut it up and sewed it and made it to fit him.
Yes, my sister was an amazing seamstress. She could make anything out of anything, but it's so cute.
Yes.
If it was cold in South Texas, can you imagine what he thinks now?
Yeah.
Rainy Ridge is in the house. Says, good morning. Those look awesome.
Hi, Rainy.
Heather says, ketchup on meatloaf? Yes. It could be Chicago style chili now that I think about it, but they put spaghetti noodles in it, and there's ketchup in it too.
I've heard of that, the chili.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not gonna knock it till I try it.
Trish says, ketchup and spaghetti? I don't think so. Cass says, Heather, ketchup glaze on meatloaf. Amen, sister. Pass the plate and the mashed taters.
I do
I agree
the
with that.
ketchup glaze. Oh, most of the time I do tomato sauce
Yep.
and salt and pepper on my meatloaf.
Karen Cornett says, my mom put tomato sauce and diced tomatoes and butter in spaghetti sometimes.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm making my own pasta sauce, a lot of times I'll do tomato sauce. But
Alright.
alrighty, you guys, we are nearing that 1 hour, and oh, Shadow is so cute. Sheila said
Yeah, Jovita says, Shadow is the goodest boy.
he's the goodest boy. He thinks he is.
Your
He's over
Mexican's
here doing-
hanging out now.
He's over here doing his yoga. He's stretching. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. I'm gonna make some protein to go along with this, like some bacon or something, because that's a whole lot of sugar. But these are actually. Oh, you want to see him? See his little shirt. Oh.
Jovita shared our link again. Says, join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. for Cooking with Rachel, y'all.
Yes, every Saturday. Well, we try to be here every Saturday. Sometimes life interferes.
Sometimes life happens. Y'all know that and understand.
Yes.
Michelle says, as kids, we put a squirter of ketchup in chili. Don't know, but I think it toned down the spice level. I can remember doing that too, putting a little bit of ketchup in the chili.
I like to put mustard in my chili. I'll put mustard in it and eat chili with mustard. So I can see that, kind of that vinegar to tone things down.
Kath says, love you all. And what a lovely surprise. I'm usually busy every second Saturday at this time, but we'll pop in.
Oh,
Beth,
yeah. I'm so
Beth
glad
from
you were
B&S
here.
Odyssey is in the
Hi,
house.
Beth. All right, you guys, we're hoping to get some videos out. I'm not promising anything because I got a whole bunch in my queue and I haven't sat down to do it. So, I'm gonna get better about it. It's been a really hard year, so we're gonna get through it. But thank you guys for being here. Hope to see y'all next week. Let's see, that'll be right after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
yeah, we'll probably plan on being here. I don't know what we're making. Hey, leave some comments. Let me know what you want to see made on a live show. Breads are kind of out if they're yeast. They're not really out. I would just have to have things rising beforehand. But if you guys want to see something made on a live breakfast or not breakfast, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be breakfast.
Stuff like tamales probably be hard. That would be like a 6-hour live, and I don't know that I could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let
Homemade
us know.
tortillas and homemade salsa. That's what Jovitas is.
Yeah, so Mom's made some tortillas. We had a video, but maybe we can proof that down and get an actual recipe. That would be good. Homemade
Michelle says, I
salsa.
bought donuts after I went to the store.
Yes, donuts. So you should come over, Michelle. I love apple fritters, and they're
Come
so
on.
good. They're so good.
You can even bring Javi with you, and Homer.
And Hazen.
Well, Hazen's a given. We gotta have our Hazen fix.
Hazen's my favorite. Don't tell the others. I'm joking, Dee. I'm joking.
I suppose Dee could come if she's around, but she's a very busy young lady.
She is very busy. All right, you guys. Love y'all. Come back
Bye-bye.
next week. How does Granny Wave? Mom's been watching a whole lot of
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies. And hold your hand. Love you guys.
God bless.
If I get, yeah.